So I wanted to do a video on a brief interaction I had with one of the most famous creators in comic book history, which is Kevin Eastman, the co-creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, along with Peter Laird. And it was at the Denver Comic Con, and I stood in line for a signing, which any dum-dum can do. And everyone in line had their Teenage Mutant Turtle merchandise, whether it be a comic book or a book, or in at least one case, I saw somebody with a figure, and they wanted him to autograph the box. But I had something a little bit different, and it wasn't that I was trying to be different or special, but I'll show you what I had signed. It was this comic here, Commandi Challenge, and Commandi Challenge came out in the series started in 2017. It was a 12-issue series based on a series from the 1980s, which was DC Challenge. Basically, the way it works is that each issue will be written and drawn by a different pair, different creators, and there's probably a reason that it's only been done twice in history, and that is that I would say that it works better in theory than in reality. So it kind of creates a disjointed mess. The point of it is that a writer will end his issue on a cliffhanger, and then it is up to the next creator to play off of that cliffhanger. So there's no overarching story. It's just 12 issues where the creators do their own thing. Okay. And usually I think what happens is the creators have in mind the story they want. They need to kind of get out of that cliffhanger and then move into the story that they want. So this particular issue, number 9, was written by Tom King and drawn by Kevin Eastman. And I'd never heard of another comic book for DC that Kevin Eastman had done. So I thought that was really interesting. I was collecting the series. I would have collected it anyway because I'm a big Jack Kirby fan. I love Commandi. And I would say that this issue is probably the best, in my opinion, in the series. So it was my turn in line, and there was a fellow there who would take your item, or if you want to pay some money, you could do multiple items. And then he would hand it to Kevin Eastman. And when he saw what I had, he was very excited because I guess I was the only person that had brought a Commandi. And it was not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I'm sure Kevin Eastman, like so many creators, eventually get tired of their own creation. And so I think he wanted some recognition for other work he'd done. And what the handler had told me was that the reason that Kevin Eastman did this issue was because he was a huge fan of Commandi. And so apparently Kevin Eastman has only one comic framed on his wall, and it is one of the original Commandi from Jack Kirby from the 1970s. So I actually got a little chance to chat with Kevin Eastman, and he seemed a little bit more excited to chat with me than other folks. So that was pretty cool. It was not intentional. I had no idea that he was a Commandi fan. I just knew that this was something he had done. It was not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it was recent. This came out in 2017. I probably got it signed in either 2017 or 2018. I do have one other one. So there was a variant cover that I like a lot better. This one I did get framed. And the reason I like this one in particular is because this one is drawn by Kevin Eastman, unlike the other one, which I don't know who drew it. Now, the way I have two signed copies is because a friend of mine knew that I preferred this copy. I didn't get this issue until after I had met Kevin Eastman. And so, actually, I'm sorry. my friend got this at the comic show and got it signed. So that was a really nice gesture on his part. So even though this particular issue has three signatures, some of them are kind of hard to see because of the coloring in here. This one is much easier to see. And so this was the one I chose to get to frame. These frames are, you can buy them. They're sized for particular issues. This is for a modern issue. So it was pretty neat. I was really happy that Kevin Eastman was kind of delighted that I came to him with something other than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it was really pretty cool. And so this is something I have on my wall because it's very important to me. And I have no plans on ever selling it. So that was my brief uh, uh, chat with Kevin Eastman, and I have no idea what I even said to him. I don't remember at this point, but it was pretty cool.